As you can see, this move is probably one of the easiest ones that we've done so far. So hopefully this one won't take too long to explain. So starting from the last move that we've done, when you're getting ready to do this move, one of the most important things to pay attention to is what's happening with your right foot. If you just leave it there and you go to do this, when you come back here, it's still going to be pointing off this way. I'm supposed to be turning my attention this way and my hips this way, and I'm not going to be able to do that if my foot's going off this way. Also, if you leave it there, when you go to do this cat stance, you're going to be pushing your knee at a very strange angle that's not lined up with your foot and is not safe for the knee. So when we start this move, you have to make sure you set up the right foot so it's ready for your false step at the end of this move. Now you can do that a couple of different ways depending on what's easiest for your body and for your leg and foot. When you finish the last move and you're getting ready to turn into this, one way of doing it, the way that I usually do it, is I pick up the toe and I turn the foot in, pivoting on the heel. Some people don't find that comfortable, it just doesn't work for them. So what those people will do is, instead of picking up the toe and bringing it in, is they'll pivot on the ball of the foot and push the heel out. But notice what happened there. If I turn on the heel, I've brought my feet closer together, so it's going to be easier to shift back into this stance. If I pivot on the ball of the foot, I just push my heel farther away, so I have a bigger distance to cover to get from this forward stance back into the false step. So it's not that huge of a difference, but it might be enough of a difference to make one easier and one a little more difficult. But I would encourage you to play with both ways of prepping the right foot to see which one works best for you. Now the purpose of setting up that foot, as I explained briefly before, is that you're setting it up so that when you go into this false step, your hips can face forward, your weight can be rooted, the knees lined up with the toe, so it's a safer stance. When we do that false stance, we want our bottom rooted leg to be at about a 45-degree angle from the direction that we're facing. So when you do this turn, whether it's on the heel or the ball of the foot, you want to think, okay, if I'm facing this way next, where's a 45-degree angle from there? And you want to set that foot up so that when you finish, it's in that comfortable position. So now that I've gone on and on about the right foot, and hopefully you realize the importance of setting that up before you start the move, we'll actually get into the movement itself. So from the last move, you're going to turn your attention to the right. So this is where you set up with that right foot. So from here, as you're turning, your foot's setting up, whether that's on the heel or on the ball of the foot, it's allowing your hips and your body to turn to face your left leg. So from here, turn, and you're scooping with your hands, like you're scooping something up, and then you push back, pulling the hands back, palm up toward your waist. Once they get here, they're going to do a little half circle and go back out. So you scoop, push back, half circle, and push back out, stepping at the same time as the hands come out. There. So you scoop with both hands, they turn palm up, shift back into that false step, half circle, and step out as the hands come out. So you're in a false step, you want to make sure your right leg is rooted, carrying all the weight. The left leg can be picked up and set down without having to adjust your balance back or forth. So again, turn, pivoting the back foot however you choose, to the left. Hands scoop, pull back, and push out. Now when you finish this move, your hands are pushing forward with the wrists and squeezing in, and your fingers are pushing up. They're not completely straight up and down, but they're pushing up toward the ceiling. Your right hand is next to the left elbow. So if I had started the form facing this way, I would turn to the left, pivoting that back foot, scoop, pull back, circle, and step. If I had started the form facing this way, then I would turn to the left, pivot the right foot, setting it up, scoop down, push back, circle, and push out. If I had started the form facing away from you, I would turn, pivoting the right foot, scoop down, pull back, circle, push out. So again, turn to the left, pivoting the right foot, scoop, pull back, push out. That's all there is to this move. Once again, thank you for watching. So I want to tell you all about the latest product from the Pure Trim company. At least this is the latest one as of the time of this filming. It's called Liver Master, and it's basically an herbal blend for your liver. I'll tell you what I've noticed since I've started using it. It's supposed to be used on like a 90-day kind of liver program that you can go on. And what I've noticed is that I sleep better and my energy seems to be a little bit more even through the day instead of having a lot of peaks and valleys. It tends to just kind of carry through. So I don't know if you'll have the same experience, but it might be worth trying out. So you can find out more about Liver Master, what's in it, what it's used for, if you visit the website that's at the bottom of the screen. I hope you try it out, and I hope you learn to love it as much as I do. Check it out, Liver Master.